Imagine going from the gritty streets of Brooklyn, where survival was a daily battle, to sitting atop a $2.5 billion empire, surrounded by mansions, supercars, and a legacy that's rewriting history. That's the story of Jay-Z, Sean Corey Carter, a man who turned hustle into high art. With a net worth of $2.5 billion in 2025 and a trophy case boasting 25 Grammys, Jay-Z isn't just a rap icon. He's a living legend of music, business, and power. But how did a kid from the projects build a life dripping in luxury, with homes worth hundreds of millions and cars that cost more than most people's lifetime earnings? Stick around as we take you inside the jaw-dropping lifestyle of Jay-Z in 2025, his insane house tour, mind-blowing car collection, staggering net worth, and the latest on his relationship with Queen Bey herself. What's the secret behind this empire? Let's find out. Sean Corey Carter was born on December 4, 1969, in the heart of Brooklyn's Marcy Projects, a place where poverty, crime, and broken dreams were the norm. Raised by his mother, Gloria Carter, after his father abandoned the family when Jay-Z was just 11, life wasn't easy. Gloria worked tirelessly as a clerk, instilling in young Sean a relentless work ethic and a belief that he could rise above his circumstances. But the streets had their pull. As a teenager, Jay-Z faced real danger, hustling to survive, even getting caught up in a shooting incident that could have ended it all. He once said, "I was a kid with no direction, but I knew I had to make it out." That hunger, born from struggle, set the stage for everything that followed. Jay-Z's story didn't start with a silver spoon. It started with a microphone. In 1996, after years of freestyling on street corners and dodging record label rejections, he dropped his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, under his own label, Rockefeller Records. It was a gamble that paid off. Ascendancy followed. The album wasn't just a hit. It was a blueprint for his future. Fast forward to the big leagues, signing with Def Jam, dropping classics like The Blueprint and 444, and racking up over 140 million records sold worldwide. Milestones piled up, becoming hip-hop's first billionaire in 2019, as crowned by Forbes, and earning 25 Grammy wins, cementing his spot as Billboard's greatest rapper of all time in 2023. From the streets to the stage, Jay-Z turned every beat into gold. Now let's dive into the good stuff, the lifestyle that screams success. If you're loving this peek into Jay-Z's world, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more exclusive tours of the rich and famous. Here's what $2.5 billion looks like in 2025. House tour, a real estate empire. Malibu mansion, the $200 million record breaker. First stop, Malibu, California, where Jay-Z and Beyoncé dropped $200 million in 2023 on a property that rewrote the record books. This isn't just a house. It's the most expensive home ever sold in California history, eclipsing the previous $177 million mark. Designed by Japanese architect Tadao Ando, this 40,000-square-foot concrete compound sits on 8 acres of Paradise Cove, aka Billionaire's Row. It's a minimalist masterpiece, 15 years in the making, bought from art collector Bill Bell Jr. Step inside, and it's pure luxury. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame the Pacific Ocean like a living painting. The infinity pool seems to spill right into the sea, stretching endlessly toward the horizon. There's a private beach, yes, their own stretch of sand, where the waves crash just for them. The design is sleek, almost futuristic, with polished concrete everywhere. Over 22,500 square feet just for the driveway and motor courts. Inside, you've got 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and zen water features that bring a calm vibe to this coastal castle. It's fireproof, too, standing strong as wildfires rage nearby, a fortress for a king and queen. This wasn't full price. They snagged it for $200 million off a $295 million listing, a steal for a place this iconic. It's not just a home, it's a statement. Jay-Z and Beyoncé don't follow trends. They set them, and this Malibu monster proves it. Bel Air Estate, the $88 million fortress. Next up, Bel Air, Los Angeles, a $88 million mansion they grabbed in 2017. This 30,000-square-foot compound is a beast, spread across 6 structures on a hill with panoramic views of the Angeles National Forest. Architect Paul McLean designed it, and it's ultra-modern. Think glass walls, clean lines, and a vibe that's equal parts sleek and secure. Walk in, and you're hit with 8 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. Space for a dynasty. There's a spa room to unwind, a media room for movie nights, and 4 outdoor pools that scream summer. A 15-car garage houses Jay-Z's insane car collection. We'll get to that later. And a helipad sits ready for quick escapes. The kicker? Bulletproof windows. This isn't just a house. It's a bunker for a billionaire, built to keep the world out and the luxury in. They dropped $52.8 million on a mortgage for this one, proving even billionaires play the loan game smart. It's where they welcomed twins Rumi and Sir in 2017, a family hub that balances extravagance with privacy. The 10,000 square feet of outdoor space, terraces, lawns, patios, make it a playground for their kids and a palace for their empire. East Hampton Retreat, the $26 million hideaway. Out east, in the Hamptons, they've got a $26 million retreat from 2017. This 12,000 square foot gym sits on 203 feet of pondfront land, designed by Stanford White, a legend in American architecture. It's got 7 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms, and a vibe that's more serene than showy. The living room's the star. It rotates 90 degrees to chase the best views, a quirky touch for a place this posh. There's a meadow preserve and 1,800 square foot guest house, and a pond that reflects the sky like a mirror. It's less fortress, more escape, a spot to breathe amid the chaos of fame. The Hamptons are celeb central, but this spot feels personal, a nod to Jay-Z's love for quiet luxury. Tribeca Penthouse, the $6.85 million wedding pad. Back in New York, Jay-Z's first big real estate flex was a $6.85 million Tribeca penthouse, bought in 2004. This 8,000 square foot unit in a 1929 brick warehouse has 3,000 square feet of terraces, perfect for soaking in the city he conquered. It's where he and Beyoncé tied the knot in 2008, an intimate 40-person affair with 70,000 orchids flown in from Thailand. Details are scarce. Jay-Z's private like that. But think 12-foot ceilings, 8-foot casement windows, and concrete columns that nod to its industrial roots. It's still in his name, a sentimental cornerstone of his portfolio. This isn't just a penthouse, it's a piece of his history, where love and legacy collided. New Orleans Gem, the $2.6 million Spanish Baroque. Down in New Orleans, they snagged a $2.6 million Spanish Baroque mansion in 2015, La Casa de Castile. It's a 13,000 square foot stunner in the Garden District, originally a 1920s Presbyterian church. You've got 16-foot ceilings, stained glass windows, and a rooftop garden that's pure magic. It's got 3 stories, 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and a history that hums through its walls. A fire in 2021, suspected arson, hit hard, and they listed it for $3.5 million, later $4.45 million. It's a rare dip in their real estate wins, but even this setback shows their knack for picking unique spots. Miami's Indian Creek, the $9 million island life. In 2008, right after their wedding, they bought a $9 million mansion on Indian Creek Island in Miami. It's an exclusive enclave. Think billionaires and privacy fences. 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 40 feet of waterfront make it a tropical retreat. They sold it in 2010 for $9.3 million, a quick flip that proves Jay-Z's real estate isn't just about living, it's about winning. What's it like living in Jay-Z's world? Imagine waking up in Malibu, the ocean breeze hitting you through those giant windows. Breakfast by the infinity pool, then a jet to Bel Air for a meeting in the media room. Weekends in the Hamptons, sipping dust on a rotating deck. These homes aren't just pretty, they're functional. The bulletproof glass in Bel Air, security for a family under the spotlight. The helipad, convenience for a mobile on the move. They host here, too, Grammy after-parties, Super Bowl bashes with Roc Nation's NFL tie-up. The Tribeca penthouse has seen orchids and vows. The Malibu estate's got space for 100 A-listers. It's a life where luxury meets purpose, where every square foot tells a story. Jay-Z's real estate in 2025 isn't just about money, it's about meaning. From Marcy projects to a $200 million Malibu crown jewel, He's built more than homes. He's built a monument to hustle. These properties, Malibu's record breaker, Bel Air's fortress, the Hamptons hideaway, are chapters in a rags-to-riches tale that's still unfolding. At 55, with a $2.5 billion net worth, he's not done. More deals, more properties, more history. Car collection, rolling in royalty. Jay-Z's garage is a $40 million shrine to horsepower and status. With 14 cars shared with Beyoncé, it's a lineup that could make any car enthusiast weak in the knees. Now, let's get to the good stuff. Jay-Z's top 5 cars in 2025. If you're loving this ride through his world, smash that like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider. We're about to peel back the curtain on a $40 million collection that's pure fire. 1. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, $28 million. Topping the list is the Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, a $28 million masterpiece that's not just a car, it's a work of art. In 2025, this is the crown jewel of Jay-Z's collection, and it's easy to see why. Rolls-Royce only made 3 of these bespoke beauties, and Jay-Z snagged one, rumored to be a gift for Beyoncé. It's the most expensive new car ever sold, a title that fits a man who's rewritten the rules of wealth. Picture this, a 19-foot-long convertible inspired by classic yachts, with a nautical blue finish that screams luxury. Under the hood, a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 pumps out 563 horsepower. Not that speed's the point here. This is about presence. The rear deck opens like a boat's tail, revealing a picnic setup, tables, chairs, even a fridge for Armand de Brignac champagne, Jay-Z's own brand. Inside, it's a lounge on wheels, plush leather, wood trim, and a dashboard with a custom clock by Bovet 1822. It's not built for racing, it's built for royalty. Jay-Z's love for Rolls-Royce runs deep. He gifted Beyoncé a 1959 Silver Cloud 2-drop head for her 25th birthday, worth $1 million back then. The boat tail takes that legacy to another level. Spotted in 2025 cruising the French Riviera, it's where Jay-Z and Beyoncé unwind, a symbol of their $3 billion combined empire. From Marcy to Monaco, this car says it all. He's not just rich, he's untouchable. 2. Maybach Accelero, $8 million. Next up, the Maybach Accelero, an $8 million one-off that's as rare as Jay-Z's hustle. This isn't your average sedan. It's a 19-foot-long coupe built in 2004 by Stola and Daimler as a show car, and Jay-Z owns the only one in existence. It's a beast, 690 horsepower from a twin-turbo V12, hitting 218 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Those 23-inch alloys, they're pure swagger, rolling through his Lost One video like a blacked-out king. The Accelero's got history. Birdman owned it before Jay-Z scooped it up. Inside, it's a throne, reclining seats, leather that feels like butter, and tech that was ahead of its time. In 2025, it's still a head-turner, parked in his Bel Air garage next to his supercars. Maybach's a Jay-Z staple. He's rapped about them since Maybach Music with Rick Ross. On the 57S and 62S, even chopped one up with Kanye for Otis. But the Accelero? It's the pinnacle, a $8 million flex that says he's not just playing the game, he's owning it. 3. Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, $2 million. Number 3 is a gift that keeps on giving. The Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, a $2 million hypercar Beyoncé handed Jay-Z for his 41st birthday. In 2025, it's still a star in his lineup, a quad-turbo W16 beast with 1,001 horsepower, rocketing from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, topping out at 252 miles per hour. It's one of the fastest street-legal cars ever, and Jay-Z's got it in a sleek black finish that matches his empire's edge. This isn't just a car, it's a milestone. When Beyoncé dropped $2 million on it in 2010, it was a nod to their tradition of gifting each other insane rides. Inside, it's tight but plush, carbon fiber, leather, and a cockpit vibe that's all about speed. In 2025, with Bugatti's new tourbillon out, the Veyron's still a classic, a piece of automotive history that mirrors his own rise. 4. Pagani Zonda F, $1.4 million. At number 4, the Pagani Zonda F, a $1.4 million supercar that's pure adrenaline. Only 25 exist, and Jay-Z's got one, featured in his 2006 Show Me What You Got video, racing the Monaco Grand Prix circuit with Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind the wheel. It's a mid-engine monster, 650 horsepower from a 7.3-liter AMG V12, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, topping out at 214 miles per hour. That carbon fiber body. It's light, sleek, and screams exclusivity. Inside, it's a driver's dream. Leather seats, a minimalist dash, and a focus on performance over flash. In 2025, it's a rare sight, parked in his Malibu mansion's garage, a nod to his love for the exotic. The F honors Fangio, the racing legend, and Jay-Z's ownership honors his own legacy, fast, fearless, and one of a kind. He's not chasing trends, he's setting them, and the Zonda F proves it. 5. Darts Prombrin, $1.1 million. Rounding out the top 5 is the Darts Prombrin, a $1.1 million armored SUV that's as tough as Jay-Z's roots. Built by Latvia's Darts, this isn't a car you race, it's a car you survive in. Ordered when Beyoncé was pregnant with Blue Ivy, it's bulletproof against AK-47 rounds, rocket-proof with Kevlar and carbon armor, and powered by an 8.1-liter GM V8 pumping 552 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Not bad for a tank on wheels. Inside, it's a fortress, luxury meets lockdown, with plush seats and custom touches for the Carters. In 2025, it's the family hauler spotted outside Rock Nation events or shuttling the kids in LA. Jay-Z's not just about speed. He's about security, and the Prombrin's a rolling shield for his $2.5 billion world. From Marcy's chaos to this, it's the ultimate glow-up. These aren't just cars, they're Jay-Z's story in steel and chrome. The Rolls-Royce boat tail? It's his throne, a $28 million crown for a king who's conquered music and business. The Maybach Accelero? A one-off rarity, like his journey from the streets to the top. The Bugatti Veyron? A gift that ties his empire to Beyoncé's speed meeting love. The Pagani Zonda F? Pure performance, a nod to his relentless drive. And the Darts Prombrin? Protection for a family built from nothing. Together, they're worth over $40 million, a chunk of his $350 million real estate empire and $70 million art stash. Each one's a flex, but also a memory, gifts, victories, milestones. In 2025, as he reopens the 40/40 Club and keeps Rock Nation humming, these cars roll with him, a billionaire's soundtrack on 4 wheels. Jay-Z's wealth isn't just from rhymes, it's from risks. He founded Rock Nation in 2008, now worth $500 million, shaping stars and sports icons alike. Tidal, his streaming service, sold to Square in 2021 for $302 million, proving his tech savvy. Early bets on Uber, $2 million in 2011, now $70 million. And SpaceX show his eye for the future. And his art collection? $70 million deep, with Basquiat's Mecca alone worth $4.5 million. Marcy Venture Partners backs Robinhood and Oatly, rounding out a portfolio that's as diverse as his discography. Jay-Z's heart belongs to Beyoncé Knowles, his wife since 2008. In 2025, they're still the ultimate power couple, spotted arm in arm at the Grammys, where Beyoncé snagged Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, and at the Super Bowl, thanks to Rock Nation's NFL tie-up. 3 kids, Blue Ivy, born 2012, and twins Rumi and Sir, born 2017, keep their family tight. No divorce whispers here, just luxe getaways to France and Polynesia. Controversies? Sure, there's been some. The 2014 elevator fight with Solange Knowles sparked rumors, but Jay-Z owned it in 444, turning scandal into art. Infidelity whispers from Lemonade and 444 rocked fans, yet he addressed it head-on. I had to survive so I could tell the story. Public apologies and raw lyrics patch things up, proving even kings stumble, but they rise stronger. Jay-Z gives back big. The Sean Carter Foundation, launched with his mom Gloria, has poured millions into scholarships for underserved youth since 2003. He's dropped $15 million on social justice causes and disaster relief, like Hurricane Katrina aid. Forbes dubbed him hip-hop's first billionaire. Billboard named him the greatest rapper ever, and his 140 million records sold speak for themselves. His story? It's proof that grit, vision, and hustle can turn projects into palaces. And there you have it, the unbelievable lifestyle of Jay-Z in 2025. From Marcy to Malibu, he's built an empire of houses, cars, and cash that most can only dream of. If you love this deep dive, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for more from the Celeb Insider. Want another celeb lifestyle tour? Drop your pick in the comments. We've got you covered. See you next time.